99% of players don't know the secret this block hides in its texture. And that is, if we get close, we realize that the sea lantern has an animation. And it's this subtle animation that made me realize the game needs more life. And here I am to change that. Starting from something simple like the mace to something more incredible like the wind charge. And stay until the end because you won't believe the result of the last texture. Possibly my best animation yet. We're going to animate the copper sword. Here I have the copper sword, and for this texture we're going to make it in Photoshop, so we'll copy the sword, and now we're going to transform it into oxidized copper. Here I have a copper door to guide me on the color I need to get, so let's go for it. It's something like this. I think that's the tone. And while I finish the texture, let me explain what I'm going to do in this animation. Basically, I want the normal copper sword to turn into the oxidized blue one. So I'll do that transformation and then make it go back to its original state. You'll see that in the end it's going to look incredible. And guys, I've got it. Look how cool the transformation looks and then when it goes back to its original state. And guys, here I have my normal copper sword and look how it transforms. Oh, I love it. And now we can play around with the oxidized blue sword for a bit. Look how cool, guys. And now it transforms back to use the normal one. You just have to be careful not to confuse it with a diamond sword, but look at that, guys. Wow, I love the animation, huh? And now when it goes back to its original state, poof. Tell me what you think of this idea. I give it a 10. Yeah, I like my own idea. Any problem? And get ready, because the next texture is one of my favorites. The new item, the mace. We're here in Blockbench, and this is where we're going to do the animation. And here we can see the animation I've made so far, which is simply like it's attacking. There you can see it on a loop, and now what I'm going to do is make a trail appear surrounding the mace. Let's create a new layer, and here we're going to make the gust of air. Challenge of the day. Can you tell me how many zeros a million has? Answer quickly in the comments, and I'll give you a heart. Woo! And now that I have the air trail texture ready, it's time to animate it. So I'll have to go frame by frame, erasing each part so that together it gives the animation I'm hoping for. And you'll see it turned out incredible. Guys, I need to cross this infinite lava pit to get the diamond mace, which is the one with the animation. I only have one try, guys. Let's go for it. 3, 2, 1... We got it, guys! And here in this chest, we're going to find the animated mace. Look, guys, what a crazy animation. I love how it attacks first and then the air swirl comes out. Let's put it on. And look how it looks in the inventory. Wow, guys, this is incredible. Look how it looks in the item frame. Look at the difference between this one and the others, huh? But this texture has a problem. And that is, if we throw it on the ground, look what happens, guys. It disappears. The texture kind of hides in the void because of course we can't make the item move as such. But I want to try it with these pillagers. Let's do it. Attack! Let's go. Take that, take that. We need to eat, run. It's very dangerous, huh? We have to go one by one. Okay guys, we need to regenerate health. Let's try to dodge. That's it. Well, that was a bit disappointing, but what won't be disappointing is the next texture, the netherite upgrade. I already have the netherite upgrade texture here, and we're going to make this little arrow glow. So we're going to create several images and edit them in Photoshop. Here we have it, and we're going to select the first arrow. And now, if we add a drop shadow, we can achieve the effect we're looking for. And pay attention, because on this texture, I'm going to apply a secret effect that changes the way textures animate. Maybe you don't understand it now, but you're going to love it when you see it. We've got it. Look how weird it looks here, but we're going to modify the times to make it slower and with the interpolation animation. Guys, I've brought these two very famous YouTubers, and they're going to react to my animations. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Do you know, guys, what's needed to change a diamond sword to a netherite one?
Hello.
2 items are needed. The netherite ingot and something else.
Creative.
Exactly. What's needed is this right here. And look at that animation it has.
Oh, really? Oh, no. It's like it's censored, huh?
Look, it's like censored, exactly, but it's an aura of power. Look, here you can see it. Be totally honest.
It's garb. It's pretty good, but I see it as a bit weak, huh? You've set the bar very high with the previous ones.
Yeah, it's pretty weak. And by previous ones, he refers to the next texture, the honey block. Here we have, guys, the block we're going to animate. And what we'll do is make some drops fall from the front. So we select the texture, we're going to create the animation, and let's do it. We're here, we're going to go to the second frame, and we're going to start creating the beginning of the little drop. So I go frame by frame, shaping the honey drop and adjusting its color and brightness to make it look realistic. But also, I have to make the drop deform as it falls through this gap here, until it reaches the end of the texture. And guys, you're not going to believe how the final result turned out. You're going to be amazed. And guys, after a lot of work, we've got the animation done. Guys, I've increased your strength by 100. Meaning, if you hit the enemy just once, you win.
100 strength. Let's go.
What?
Ready?
Raise your maces.
I've got it way up.
Attack! Hey, no, not the animals. All right, guys, let me introduce the next texture. There won't need to be any fights here.
No, ¿por qué? It's no fun.
The next one isn't an item, it's a block. It's the block, the beehive. Guys, I present to you the beehive.
Dios! ¿Qué hace?
I've never seen that. Did you create Minecraft, Alex?
It's just that this needs to be full of honey. Does anyone have some honey around? I present to you, now for real, the beehive.
That honey is moving. It's got good physics, huh?
Está buqueando.
Do you like it? Do you like it, Deus? Do you like it, Deus? You can stand down here and get it in your mouth, George. And the next texture I'll make will be the golden flower. And I'm going to use this animation to troll my friends, making them think it's the best animation I've ever made in my life. But in reality, it's going to be the absolute worst. And what I'll do in this animation is make it look like the flower is moving in the wind. And I'm also going to try to make a sort of glow, simulating the gold of the flower. I don't think it'll look good at all, but it's going to be amazing to see my friend's reaction. Deus, Arios, I'm going to show you the best animation I've ever made in my life. I've never done anything like this before, huh? I don't know if you're ready, huh? 3, 2, 1.
¿Qué? ¿Una flor?
Se rompió. Yo estoy esperando que pongas lo bueno, ¿eh?
Este es el timer, ¿no?
Ah, este era.
Eso es con mucho amor.
Yo creo que le has tirado mucha expectativa, ¿eh? Me esperaba no ser, hermano.
Es una flor, tío. O sea.
But no, look, it has like a glow. No? Well, it's fine. If you don't like this one, you're going to like this one here. And we're talking about the next texture, the wind charge. Let's go, hey guys, let's hit edit in Blockbench, and let's start with the animation. As you can see, it has some gusts of wind here, which is what we'll have to move along the figure. So let's go. First, we're going to start with these gusts here. And my goal is for those gusts to have the effect of spinning around the central ball, like it's a planet. The problem is that it's very hard to animate that just by drawing, because I have to make sure that the last frame matches the first frame, so I can make a loop, in short, a mess. But even so, I think the result turned out amazing. That's how I'll have created the fully animated texture, and I think we've more or less managed to create that loop. So let's see how my friends react.
Let's see. Does he have another one?
I present to you the wind charge.
Ooh!
Take that. Take a little bit each. Go on.
Esta sí me gusta. Oh, let's see. Let me see if it works well.
Oh.
Let's see who goes higher. Come on. Wow! Deus got a lot of height, huh?
A ver si funciona. Almost.
No, but you have to do what was I gonna do? You have to do that in serios.
Ah, gracias. Justamente lo que pedí.
¡Pero no te lo ves!
No, hermano, no puede ser. No, hermano, soy un anciano. Bueno, se dejé esto, mano.
That's how you do it, Arios, man.
Okay,
Went up, okay? A single wind part.
Yeah, let's see. I want to see that skill. Ole, Torito.
Oh.
Guys, who gets there first? This?
¿Pero esto qué es, tío? ¿Qué video es este?
The real video was a race in Minecraft. And we're nearing the end, but also one of the best animations in this video, the ominous key. And I have a very interesting animation in mind. And the first thing we'll do is make it blink. This is very easy, we just need to choose this color. We make it a little darker, a little lighter here. And the same with this, darker. And that's how we get the blink. But it doesn't end here, because I'm going to make a dark aura come out of the mouth of this head. To do this, in Photoshop, I'm going to copy and paste that dark aura and animate it so that it goes from the mouth to the end of the key and then disappears. And guys, we're done. As you can see, first it'll blink once or several times, and then it'll do this animation here. What it does is like open its mouth and a sort of shadow comes out. I like it, but let's see what my friends think. Guys, you're going to love this texture.
Vale.
A ver.
I present to you the ominous trial key.
¡Hala, hala! Pero creo que esta es la llave a tu corazón, Alex.
Oh, how romantic. What is this? This is private, Deos. He vanished from the earth, huh? Ghost, Deos, and Arios, what do you think of this texture?
La
Bueno,
verdad es que está bastante guapa, ¿eh?
Está
Es
curioso.
como si vomitara.
Its eyes blink.
Sí.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty interesting. Guys, there's one last texture left. This is definitely one of my favorites. So everyone stay tuned, because we've reached the last texture, the vault. Here I have the vault, so we're going to start modifying it, and first we'll improve the animation of it opening its mouth. So we're going to copy it part by part. First, this one here, which is the lower part of the jaw, and we're going to put it here. Now we're going to move that part up here, like this. Perfect. We already have the mouth animation, and now the next part will be to make a sort of aura appear around here that spins. But in this animation, I had a problem. So I had to make a small change of plans, which you'll see at the end of the video. And that is that when the vault activates, the animation doesn't play from the first frame. So this mouth opening animation didn't look that good. But even so, I found another alternative, and I think it turned out really well. So after finishing this aura we see, we would have finished with the animation. And guys, the animation is done. Look how cool it is. I like it a lot. So now we have to configure it so that it looks perfect.
I have really high expectations, ¿ok? No me disappointes.
I won't. I present to you the vault.
¡Dios!
¡Qué guapo! No puede ser, ¡qué genial! Oye, pues está bastante bien, ¿eh?
Look, if you get really close, you'll see how it has a sort of an aura. Wait, get really close.
Guapo, ¿eh?
There's the animation, Arios. Exactly.
Está muy buena. ¡Oh!
See how an aura comes out there? That's it. It shuts its mouth, right? That's it. It swallows. That
Me gusta tragar ahora.
exactly.